There's a new golf league coming, and it's kind of controversial. Now, I thought I'd be making this video about LIV, but there's just something so intriguing about Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy's new golf league, the TGL.
TGL.
Okay, so look at this. In August of 2022, golf legends Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy revealed their plans for a new golf league, known as TGL. But this league isn't just another golf league like LIV. They say that the TGL is about embracing cutting-edge technology and growing the popularity of the sport, but is that really the case? So I thought, what better to do than explain how this all works? The TGL is set to kick off on January 9th of 2024 with 24 players forming 6 teams of 4. But what's even more interesting is that Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy themselves will be part of this league. And the season is going to go like this. It's going to feature 15 matches and then a playoffs. The matches are going to be 2 hours long and are scheduled to air on Monday and Tuesday nights with a live audience. One of the unique aspects of the TGL is the integration of tech with live action. What this means is that players are going to use simulators to hit full shots, while short game shots will be happening live in front of fans. Holes 1 through 9 will be 3v3 team alternate shot kind of setup. This means that players on each team will alternate taking shots. Then holes 10 through 15 will be singles, with players alternating every hole. There's actually a bunch more other rules, but it's not worth going over in this video. So think team golf that may be real, or maybe a simulation depending on multiple factors. All the players will also be mic'd up so that they can say some stuff that will go viral on TikTok. Basically, we're watching them chit chat and play virtual golf. And I guess people were so interested in this that ESPN decided to secure the broadcasting rights for it, announcing a multi-year partnership with the TGL. And this isn't anything new for ESPN. If you remember, ESPN and Riot Games agreed to a multi-year deal to broadcast the North American League of Legends Championship Series. This was on ESPN Plus back in 2018. And with the Disney-owned sports media giant thinking about what their next move is going to be, it might make sense to take the gamble on new sports formats like this featuring the biggest stars in the game. Remember, ESPN's just a content company, so anything that generates them more views and more eyeballs on social media, and anything that helps them increase the funnel of people towards ESPN Plus, and that's all they really care about. Now, the setting for all this is the SoFi Center, not to be confused with the LA Rams SoFi Stadium. This SoFi Center is a brand new arena that's built just for the TGL. It's on the Palm Beach State campus in Florida. The league will feature 6 teams, each with 3 PGA Tour players. Here are the teams. The Atlanta Drive, owned by Atlanta Falcons owner Arthur Blank. Boston Common Golf, owned by Fenway Sports Group, who also own Liverpool and the Boston Red Sox and a bunch of other sports teams. Jupiter Links Golf Club out of Jupiter, Florida, owned by Tiger Woods and David Blitzer. He's the managing partner of the private equity company Blackstone and also the Philadelphia 76ers. There's also the Los Angeles Golf Club, owned by Serena and Venus Williams, along with Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian. There's TGL New York, owned by the New York Mets owner Steve Cohen, as well as TGL San Francisco, owned by Steph Curry and former Milwaukee Bucks owner Mark Lazary. So you can just see this is just an insane lineup of investors. And some of the biggest names in the PGA Tour have already agreed to join this. I mentioned Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy, but you also have people like Colin Morikawa, Ricky Fowler, Justin Rose, and much more. Okay, great, but didn't we just see these two criticize LIV Golf like crazy over the last year or so? I mean, Tiger Woods himself said, "Some of the stuff I've seen in LIV, I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. Here, it's very simple." Here meaning the new TGL league. But some people are critical of this entire situation because if you remember, the PGA Tour wasn't letting its players play in tournaments by LIV Golf, but is now actively encouraging players to play in the TGL. But some people point out that the hypocrisy is very real between how the PGA handled its situation with LIV and how it's dealing with the TGL. So in order to truly understand the criticism behind the TGL, we gotta take a look at LIV because it is so integral in the story of where golf is heading over the next few years. So LIV Golf emerged on the professional golf scene in 2021, establishing itself as a formidable rival to the PGA Tour. It's financed by the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, and LIV Golf has faced criticism for alleged sports washing. This is when nations use sports to enhance their image because, well, who doesn't like sports? Sports brings people together, so you can ignore all of the problematic things about a country. But let's not act like this is anything new. We could make an entire video of nations using sports to enhance their image, Western ones included. Anyways, despite this, LIV says that it offers enhanced opportunities, rather than serving purely political motives. Notably, LIV Golf has successfully lured top-tier players such as Dustin Johnson, Phil Mickelson, and Brooks Koepka, with ridiculous contracts, reportedly reaching the hundreds of millions of dollars. The league's main appeal in the beginning were these substantial financial incentives, but there are also some unique features of LIV. For example, events include a 54-hole format without a cut, which deviates from the the PGA Tour's standard 72-hole format with a cut after 2 rounds. Live Golf also introduced a unique team format where 12 teams, each with 4 players, competed against one another. But despite all this, they still faced challenges in viewership, both in TV and online. Some factors contributing to this included the league's novelty, its association with Saudi, and the entrenched competition with the PGA Tour. And during this time, the PGA Tour openly criticized Live Golf, going as far as suspending players who opted to jump ship and join the rival league. Live Golf reportedly offered Tiger Woods an absurd amount of money, but he refused to take the offer. The PGA Tour then argued that Live Golf posed a threat to the competitive landscape of professional golf. And this sparked controversy over the perceived overreach and monopolistic tendencies of the PGA Tour's authority. With all that being said, in a surprising turn of events, Live Golf and the PGA Tour announced their intention to merge together, which is kind of weird considering everything that the PGA Tour said about Live. Now, whether this merger will actually end up happening still remains to be seen, so the future trajectory is uncertain. But all of this brings us to now. In January, the TGL will have its first event. It's for sure unique, mixing an esports-like format with legendary golfers. And similarly to Live Golf, billionaires pumping their money into it. But here's the thing. It seems like the PGA Tour and big golf stars are suddenly cool with this, even though they were all up in the air with Live just a few months and years ago, which to many people who have no problem with Live seems kind of hypocritical. Now, despite this drama, the TGL will probably crush it on social media, with ESPN posting an ungodly amount of clips of Tiger Woods mic'd up. So while we can go back and forth criticizing Live, the PGA Tour, these athletes, or this new league, it doesn't matter at all. At the end of the day, the billionaires will still get us to tune in and watch. And that's the reality. Thanks for watching this video, subscribe, and did you know that American football is Germany's second most popular sport? And Germany is actually NFL's #1 European market. Yeah, it's not the UK like you might have thought. Watch this video to learn how that all happened.